Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So today I'm going to be sharing a project with you featuring the Perfectly Plaid stamp set. Yes, I know, a Christmas stamp set already in August. I know, I don't normally make Christmas cards this early. But this card was actually inspired by a couple of my team challenges that we had recently. We had to use a punch in a project, and then we had to use these three colors, Pear Pizzazz, Blackberry Bliss, and Fresh Freesia. These were actually two separate challenges, but I am combining them into one. And for whatever reason, when I started thinking of a project, I pulled this out. And I love the finished card, but yeah, it's a little bit early for Christmas for me. But okay, let's go ahead and jump right into the stamping, and I'm going to start with this piece of Whisper White cardstock, and all of my die cut pieces were actually die cut using these three rectangles from the rectangle stitched dies. I love these dies and I use them on just about every single project I create. And you can see they just add such a nice stitched edge. I just love stitched dies. I love them. I've got my foam mat here just to give a little cushion since this is a photopolymer stamp set. Okay, I've got all of my colors here, Pear Pizzazz, Blackberry Bliss, Fresh Freesia. I'm going to start by stamping my Merry Christmas for my sentiment, and I am going to put this in the right corner here of my rectangle, and I'm not putting it all the way down at the bottom. So nice. I love that font. And then I am going to bring in this piece of Pear Pizzazz cardstock, and I'm going to stamp my tree. Whoops, those things get everywhere. Dimensional backings. I'm going to stamp my tree in Pear Pizzazz in the center of this piece of cardstock, and this is actually a layer for the card, but you will never know that I punched out this tree from inside of this layer. So I'm going to bring in my punch. I cannot remember the name of this punch. I'll put it on the screen for you. So I'm going to bring in my envelope. This is one of our medium basic white envelopes, and I'm going to also stamp that tree. I'm going to clean it off for a second. And actually, I don't know, maybe this tree, maybe I need to take the foam mat away. I was getting a little bit of the green kind of going through the openings on the tree. So let me just stamp it here. Oh yeah, the tree definitely does not need the foam mat. And then this is a little filler image. For the tree, I'm going to stamp this image in the Fresh Freesia. There we go. Ooh, that looks great. I love that. Okay, then I've got a piece of Whisper White that's cut 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. This is for the inside of the card. I don't normally stamp on the inside of my cards unless they are Christmas cards, Thanksgiving cards, birthday cards, and every now and then Get Well or sympathy cards I will. But for the most part, I just handwrite a message. Oh, I hope I did that straight. So I'm just stamping the sentiment, yes, in Blackberry Bliss, and it says, hoping that your busy year comes together in Christmas cheer. I love how that looks, but since my card base is Blackberry Bliss, I was gonna need a white piece on the inside anyway, so this worked out. Then I'm gonna stamp that lovely little tree again. Lots of stamping in this video. Okay. So we'll just put it in the bottom right since I have it on the left on the front and on the envelope. And then my little, okay, these dimensional backings. My little decorative piece for the inside of the tree in Fresh Freesia. All right. So you can see how that had to pause there for a second. My battery is at 20%, so I'm gonna have to move it along here, but you can see how nice that little tree looks. So cute. I love that. Okay, so now we can start putting this together. This card actually also served as my team make and take for the month of July too, so I got a lot of use out of this one design. So Blackberry Bliss card base, this is cut 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and I've scored it at 4 1/4 inches. And I do have all of these measurements over on today's blog post, linked down below in the video description. I got some ink there. Here it is, right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's add the inside. Let's go ahead and get that added. I'm just gonna use a little Seal Plus at the top and add that onto the inside. Looks so nice having that beautifully stamped inside. Woo. Okay, now I'm about to get a little crazy with the dimensionals here, just a warning. I probably, where are they? I probably wouldn't use this many dimensionals if I was mailing these as my Christmas cards, making like a whole bunch of these. Ooh, rats, I didn't mean to put that many, but I probably wouldn't use this many layers of dimensionals, but I'm going to right now. So I'm just gonna put that in the center. And I did weigh this card, the finished card, when I made it with my team during our July team meeting. I weighed it and it only weighed in at 0.8 ounces. So it is still under 1 ounce. And it wasn't too thick, but you know, layer at your own risk. And you know, each post office is so different. Like I've been noticing the New York post offices over there, they are sending back everything, wanting so much postage on stuff. Driving me crazy. But you know, sometimes they're all so different with what they will and won't accept. It's kind of weird. Okay. Keeps going down before I want it to. Okay, there we go. And then some dimensionals on the back of my tree. So cute. I just love these non-traditional Christmas colors on this card. Really, really cute. Look at that. I love it. And then I'm just going to finish this card with a few rhinestones, just checking to make sure I'm still recording because my battery very low. So just a few of these. I'm just gonna do 3. Okay, there you have the finished card. Isn't that such a pretty card? I love it. And it has like a clean simplicity about it. I really like it. And let's just get a nice shot of all that dimension. I hope you can see it. Ooh, I love it. So nice. Okay, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me today. And don't forget, you can find all of the supplies that I used in today's tutorial linked and listed down below in the video description. They are also over on today's coordinating blog post along with the measurements, and that is linked down below in the video description as well. So thank you again for joining me today, and I'll be back again very soon with another tutorial. Bye now.